1 year ago, we witnessed what was widely believed to be the reunion of dreams: Cristiano Ronaldo's return to Old Trafford. Frankly speaking, in the beginning, it turned out to be just that for any United fan who grew up watching his games. As soon as he touched down, he got straight to business, scoring goals, making assists, turning defenses inside out, and silencing critics who believed he was finished. However, it didn't take too long for things to go wrong, as Ronaldo was removed from the team's starting 11. Did Ronaldo put himself above the club at some point, or was the club acting disrespectfully towards the football legend? Want to find out? Then give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. For now, let's dive in. Cristiano Ronaldo and his team haven't been on good terms, and the game against Tottenham Hotspurs proved that. The Lily Whites were a shadow of themselves during the stunning 2-0 defeat against United at Old Trafford, but Ronaldo received the hottest criticism that night. Despite warming up on the sidelines waiting to be substituted, the veteran striker was unused. His team cruised to victory after outstanding goals from Fred and Bruno rounded off a poor night for Spurs. In the 89th minute on the pitch, coach Ten Hag had used up 3 of his available 5 substitutes, and it was at this point the United striker knew his services weren't going to be needed. And what was his response? He slowly walked towards the tunnel before the final whistle. Sources on the team also stated that Cristiano refused to join the action when Eric told him to prepare for it. The manager obviously had a big call to make in leaving Ronaldo out, and it didn't turn out bad. After all, they did everything right. However, I understand Ronaldo's frustrations of not being able to feature in the game, but looking at the much bigger picture, his team put up an impressive performance, said Alan Shearer, former Newcastle striker. In the post-match interview, Ten Hag said, "I'll respond to that tomorrow. Today, we're celebrating this victory." And guess what? Eric responded the following day by removing him from the club's squad against Chelsea. Also, Ronaldo had to train separately in the meantime. Later, the boss himself confirmed that the Portuguese refused to feature in the game when he was called on. He said, "Yes, Cristiano Ronaldo refused to come on against Tottenham, and there must be consequences for his action. I'm the manager and I'm responsible for the top sports culture here." But this isn't the first time the veteran striker has behaved like that. During the pre-season training, he left the stadium ahead of the final whistle in the match against Rayo Vallecano, and Ten Hag described it as unacceptable. So you see, the conflict between the coach and the player started a long time ago. Cristiano believes that his stellar status should allow him to feature in every game, while Eric thinks otherwise. The coach has proven that Ronaldo somehow doesn't fit into his philosophy, hence his decision to have him warm the bench. As expected, this situation provided a tsunami of diverse reactions, with some saying that the manager had no regard for the football legend, while others said Ronaldo feels he is bigger than the club. In his reaction after his removal, he posted on his Instagram saying, "Giving into the pressure is not an option, and it never was. This is Manchester United, and united we must stand." From this message, you can deduce that Ronaldo has some form of remorse for what he did. But his sister Katia Avero was having none of it, as she compared his treatment to the crucifixion of Jesus. "No one born to shine by God's hands will be undone by someone who hasn't even worn his shoes. He will be history," Katia continued on Instagram. "There is a Bible verse that says, 'This man was delivered to you by the deliberate plan and foreknowledge of God, and you, with the help of wicked men, put him to death by nailing him to the cross,'" Katia finished. But some people are not on Ronaldo's side. I really don't know. That's a job he'll have to deal with. But like I said, there was a magnificent game for Manchester United. Ronaldo shouldn't have walked off. Not for me anyway, said Arsenal legend Thierry Henry. Nouridian Chowdhury, a United fan, tweeted, "The people who blindly defend Ronaldo are a bizarre combination of teenage fanboys on the internet, for whom obsessing over certain players becomes an extension of their personality, and ex-pros who are flattered that he comes over to say hello during their pitchside punditry." Spurs midfielder Jamie O'Hara, while discussing on Talk Sport, said, "Ronaldo walked down the tunnel. It was a disgrace. One of the best performances for United this season so far, and Cristiano walked down the tunnel. And the tunnel at Old Trafford is not right by the dugout. You've almost got to walk the entire length of the pitch. How disrespectful is that to your teammates?" Things are not looking too good for Ronaldo with these movements, and removal from training with the first team has not made it better. Ronaldo will definitely join his Portugal teammates in Qatar, but the question is, will he be useful in the condition he finds himself in? According to The Telegraph, coach Eric wants to sell Cristiano in January, but his £500,000 a week salary may stall negotiations. But if we look at the rumours today, Cristiano may have the following approaches, even if they seem a little strange. If he becomes a free agent, he might have a shot at Barcelona because the Catalans wish to sell Memphis Depay by January. The team might just need a solid backup for Lewandowski. However, the fact that Barca might not advance to the Champions League playoffs, Ronaldo's past in Madrid, and the need to get used to being a substitute are factors that may just be put against his move. But then he's also got Stamford Bridge as an option. Prior to this moment, Todd Boehly, Chelsea's new owner, wanted Ronaldo as a statement, signing for the new regime at Stamford Bridge, but the then coach Thomas Tuchel was opposed to it. German journalist Christian Falk confirmed it by saying, Todd Boehly has everything set to sign Ronaldo, but Thomas Tuchel prioritized Aubameyang. Tuchel said Ronaldo would destroy the spirit in his dressing room, and that was one of the reasons the duo weren't on good times till his eventual sack. Now with Tuchel out of the picture, Graham Potter may just be tempted to throw in an offer himself. By the way, the Blues are still seeking a central forward, and they will most likely enter the Champions League playoffs, so everything seems to favour Ronaldo's ambitions. And if he gives up the idea of playing in Europe, he'll definitely have a lot of offers from the Middle East and most probably the MLS. But what are your thoughts? Is the team being disrespectful to Cristiano, or is it just time to leave? And if he eventually decides to go, where do you think he's headed? Feel free to let us know in the comments below. And if you enjoyed our video, make sure to drop a like, subscribe, and turn on the post notification bell. Have a blessed day, and we'll see you all in the next one.